Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse the vibe I have going. You know, it's Saturday and I barely wanted to get out of bed today. So this is what you get. But I wanted to go ahead and film some kind of context for you for the clips that I'm going to input into today's video. As I mentioned in my last video, I was going to try and get IVF stuff started again since, you know, the clock is ticking. And I've done that. So far I have gone back in and I've gotten my blood work done. I've done ultrasound and an HSG. So I wanted to go ahead and share those clips with you now and then come back in at the end and talk about everything. So enjoy. Hey guys, I am currently sitting outside of my fertility specialist office. Today I have my HSG test. I do remember how this felt the last time I took it, so I'm not super excited because that shit hurt last time. In case you don't know, the HSG test is when they shoot the dye in your uterus. So they essentially like blow your uterus up like a freaking balloon, and they shoot dye through it so that they can see on the machine if your tubes are blocked. And the reason I'm retaking this test is because I let my doctor know that I really didn't want to do IVF. Like, I really don't want to, guys. I don't want to take those shots again. I'm not looking forward to it. Not that I had an issue with the shots. I really just don't want to do it. But I wanted to see what my options were now that my fibroid is gone. And so my doctor said to reevaluate his original recommendation, I would need to redo all my testing. So I did blood work last week. And then today I have an updated HSG test to see if my left tube is blocked, because the last time we did this test, he said that it looked like my left tube was blocked, but now he's saying like maybe it was just like pinched by my fibroid, but who knows. So now that my fibroid's gone, we're redoing the test. So I'm about to go in here and do this. But again, I'm not super excited. I'm not nervous. Like, I already know it's gonna hurt, so it's like no point worrying about that. Like, that's inevitable. But he did say on the phone, which really like made me think like, what? I told my doctor like, hey, last time this was like painful for me, and he was like, oh, just remind me, because I have this technique where it's like a little less painful and uncomfortable. Just remind me that you had a hard time the first time. I'm like, why wouldn't you just use that technique all the time, you know? Like, but whatever. So I'm gonna go in here, remind him that that shit hurt last time, and see how it feels this time. But I will keep you guys up to date. I should get all of my results by the end of the week, and then I'll just kind of film an update video and let you guys know what has changed. Hopefully nothing new comes up, because I know I always do these like little car videos when I go to get tested, and my number one thing is like, I do not want to learn anything new. So if my tube is still blocked, like, it is what it is, but I just do not want to learn anything new. So fingers crossed nothing new comes out of this appointment. Okay guys, very quickly, I just finished my appointment and my tubes aren't blocked. Woo! So I guess I got new news, but it was good new news this time, so I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure if that changes anything at all. Like I said before, Derek gets his semen analysis this week, and then we have our follow-ups on Friday. So hopefully all will go well with that, and then maybe we can look at different routes to baby Smith. But for right now, I'm just going to soak in this small victory, because I hardly ever get any kind of victories out of these appointments. But yeah, no blocked tubes. Dye went through. It took a little bit of time for the dye to go out of my right tube, which is random because that tube has always been fine. So the doctor was like, I think we have a slight little issue here. Now we have the opposite problem. So he just pushed the dye in a little bit harder, and poof, came right out. We were good to go. He was like, this is like a normal scan. Everything looks fine. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm kind of excited. Okay, bye. Good morning, y'all. So I am back at my favorite freaking place, you know, back at the fertility specialist. I have already had my follow-up appointment after the last time I talked to you guys. The only thing is, my doctor didn't really get to talk to me about much of anything because his nurses did not sign me up to come back for a second blood draw. So I had the one blood draw.
They basically just tested like regular panels. They didn't test my AMH, which was the whole freaking point. And so here I am again. I'm going to do another blow draw, another blood draw, and also an ultrasound. So hopefully we'll be able to see today if I have any kind of fibroids growing back. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do like an internal ultrasound, but we'll see. I'm gonna definitely tell him while he's in there to see if he sees anything out of the ordinary, because I know that fibroids can grow back within the first year, and it's already been 7 months. So I'm going to talk to him about that, and then set up another follow-up appointment so that we can go over my AMH numbers and see what next steps will actually be. So not too many expectations for this appointment currently. I'm just going with the flow. I did take pictures of my medicine this morning from my last cycle, and a lot of them expire in June. So I'm really hoping that we can get to egg retrieval before the end of June so that I can use some of my medicine. So I don't know. I don't want to have to rebuy everything, but we shall see. All right, I think the nurses are here. It is time for me to go in. I really have to pee. I didn't go before I left the house because just in case they wanted me to go. So I'm gonna go do that, and yeah, I'll give you guys an update when I have one. Bye. Okay guys, I am really just trying to keep my shit together because I gotta go to work. I am done with my appointment. No fibroids. Everything looks really good. He said he didn't see any scar tissue. So that's great. I gave all my blood. The only thing is that this time when they did my follicle scan count thing, I only had 2 on each side. I think the last time I was here, or I guess a year ago when I did this to start, I had 5 and 5, and my AMH levels were 0.323. And now he was able to find 2 on each side. So I'll probably fucking go through menopause in like 2 weeks. Like, it's always something, but that's all. I have an appointment again on the 7th to see what we're gonna do when. So I'll keep you guys posted. I guess it's good that my medicine's expiring soon because it looks like everything's gonna, like, I don't have any time at all, basically, is what he told me. So we'll see. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
All right, so as you can see, at least I hope you can tell, I know I look terrible, but I do feel so much better. So there's that. I know the last clip I was a little bit like heartbroken. I feel like every time I leave the fertility specialist, like my heart's broken just a little bit. But I do feel a lot better. And I think it's because I was able to speak to my OB about what I talked to my RE about. And I know there's so many acronyms, but anyways, and she kind of assured me that sometimes it depends on what time of the month when you can see what in an ultrasound. So it gave me a little bit more comfort, a little bit more hope that, okay, even though my doctor only saw 2 follicles on each side, maybe when I go back again, he'll see more, but who knows. I did do my blood work, my AMH level that I was able to look up because I have an app for the lab. So even though I haven't had my doctor's appointment yet, my blood work came back and my AMH is at a 0.5, which is higher than last time. So last time I was at a 0.323 last year with 5 follicles on each ovary. This year so far, we've seen 2 follicles on each ovary, but my AMH came back at a 0.5. So I am a little bit hopeful that things will get better. But again, it's not the 7th. I have not had my appointment with my doctor to talk about next steps or like how quickly I can get back into doing stems and everything. I think I was so upset. I mean, I know I'm always so upset when I leave that place, but when we first started our appointment, like the first thing my doctor said was like, oh yeah, you just had your fibroids removed. Yeah, you know, those grow back really fast, so you need to get pregnant fast. And I just looked at the nurse like, the fuck? Like, if I could control when I got pregnant, we would not be having this conversation. I wouldn't already be here. So that kind of irritated me. So I was already kind of like on edge with him when I first got there. Like, you need to get pregnant fast. Like, how dare you? Of course I need to get pregnant fast. I already know that, okay? Thanks, you know? And then he said it again later in the ultrasound, but it was after he was like, oh, I only see 2 on each ovary. And he was like, remind me of your age again. And I told him, but this time he said, okay, we need to get you pregnant faster, or we need to get you pregnant fast, which I took a lot better than the first time he freaking said it, when he was like, you need to get pregnant fast because, my fibroids are going to grow back or whatever. So I was already a little like irritated. But yeah, my mind just kind of like went with that. Like, I have 2, and then, I'm going to get my blood work back, and I'm going to have a low AMH and blah, blah, blah. And I was just very emotional, to say the least, like that entire freaking day. But the next day I felt a little better. The next day I had an appointment to do the trial I had mentioned in my myomectomy video, to kind of work on some of the tenderness I'm having in my stomach. So while I was there, I talked to my OBGYN about like what he said, and she's like, don't worry about it yet, just like get your numbers back, talk to him on the 7th and see if maybe IVF isn't the route you have to go, since your tubes are open. I forgot to mention, Derek had his semen analysis. His tests all came back normal this time. So who freaking knows? Like, this journey is legit an emotional roller coaster. Like, one day I'm just like, don't want to get out of bed. I'm crying and I'm sad and I'm ignoring everyone. And then the next, I am like having the time of my life. So I don't know. I'm over it, but I don't have my baby yet. So I cannot be over it. I'm trying to like stay focused, keep my eye on the ball, and like keep it going. So I know I mentioned that some of my medicine expires in June. So I'm really, really hoping that everything can go as planned from here on out. I know with my last cycle, we took 2 tries to kind of get started. The first time I was like, had a cyst, or I was growing a follicle or an egg too soon. And so that that month was scrapped. I had to go wait till the next month to get started, which ended up crashing and burning. But I'm hoping that this time we can actually get started with my next cycle. I just started like last night. So I'm on like cycle day 1. So May is a no-go, but I'm really hoping that when I start cycle day 1 in June, I can start doing like stims and everything. So that is the plan. That is my ultimate goal, is to get it all done. I've already like planned a vacation. I want to like have retrieval done before that, so that I can just go and have some peace of mind. But hopefully everything goes to plan. You guys pray for me. After my doctor's appointment on the 7th, I will make sure I sit down and give you guys an update. And we'll know what's next for us. I don't know what we're going to do, but I'm excited. I'm nervous and excited. But yeah, just keep us in your prayers, guys, and I will talk to you soon.